Oh my gosh!
Today we're going to be doing a historic disaster project.
All right, simple enough, right?
Take a disaster from history and create a replica and present it to the class.
Can it be any historical disaster?
Literally any disaster. I don't give shit. The worse the better.
Yes, I'm doing
The
that.
worse, the better.
Don't say that.
Well, Cody, I'm only one of 2 people to ever say that sentence. Actually, there was 19 hijackers. Osama bin Laden. I'm one of 21 people to ever say that.
I know what I'm doing, and let's just say it shook the world.
I know what I'm gonna do. It was one of the worst disasters ever.
I wonder if anybody's wondering what I'm gonna do.
What are you gonna do, Cody?
Oh, I don't know. There's just so many to choose from.
What would y'all do?
The Titanic, or maybe Chernobyl, the California wildfires, I don't know.
Oh, guys, I'm gonna go home right now and get started on my project.
Titanic would be interesting.
Junior, are you really gonna do 9/11?
Well, for the FBI listening, no. But for my school project, yes. Actually, you know what? Maybe. Actually, be very concerned I might
they're a
have to do
hoot. They're a
Where
hoot.
the bitch is at?
Ooh, Joseph, what's your project gonna be?
Oh,
Tupac?
that's a hint. You'll see.
I can't imagine.
So, Cody, what's your project gonna be?
Oh,
Is
I
he
don't
supposed to
know.
be Tupac?
I just really want to go out with a boom. You know, I
Nah,
really want
there's
to go
no
out with
way.
a bang. I really want to go out with an eruption. I'm trying to hint what it's gonna be.
A
Oh,
volcano
you say
eruption?
I wasn't listening, thinking they were
You
hints.
can find out tomorrow.
But a boom and a bang and a pow.
What volcanoes?
I'm
I know
my throat.
volcanoes definitely did erupt, but I can't think of any.
All right,
I don't know.
hope
Maui
you
Maui?
all did your
Mount
historic
Fuji? I
disaster
don't know.
project. I'm going to call you up one by one to present your disaster to the
Krakatoa?
class. Who wants to go first?
Ooh, can I go first? I promise you'll
He
never forget
really
it.
did
Okay,
it.
Junior, you come up here first.
Those are the Twin Towers, guys.
My
Oh
project is
no.
on 9/11, September 11th, 2001, 8:46 a.m. American Airlines Flight 11 hits the North Tower.
You missed, bro.
Teacher, can you hand me that? I missed.
They didn't
I was
miss.
supposed to hit this tower. It's hard to aim.
Come on,
I
man.
get on the first try twice in a row. Guys are pros.
There you go. You got the first
The
one.
first tower gets hit.
And then a second one.
9:03 a.m. United Airlines Flight 175 crashes into the South Tower.
You missed
Oh my God, how
again.
good were those fucking pilots? They hire fucking pros? Was Sully Sullenberger, whatever the fuck his name was, doing it?
Sort of, kind of got it.
That's why jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams. They had goddamn detonators in that bit. Okay, that's it.
There you go, bro. All right. 9/11.
Somewhere in Pennsylvania.
Oh, the Pentagon.
Yeah.
Got it.
Very good, Junior. Go sit down.
Beat that, guys.
9/11 happened in 2001, so that would make me about 5 years old. I honestly have zero recollection. You know, I wasn't in New York, I was in Texas, and I was 5 years old. So is that something I should remember? Like, should I feel bad that I have absolutely no recollection of it? I mean, I was a 5-year-old, so I feel like I get a pass, right?
9/11 is a pretty tough act of terrorism to follow.
Teacher,
It
I'm
is.
gonna go next. I'm about to make history in this bitch.
All right, Joseph. What's your historic disaster?
I don't want to give it away. Look, all I gotta do is say one sentence. I have a dream.
Oh, Martin Luther King, I get it.
Did y'all get it?
That was
Martin Luther
clever.
King. He got his ass
I like it, I like it.
All right, very good, Joseph. Go sit down.
Very
All right,
low
who wants to
effort,
go
though.
next?
You didn't build nothing.
Shit, huh?
Joseph, that wasn't fair. That was a really cheap project. All you had to do was be black.
No, that wasn't a cheat code. I had to research what he said and memorize the
Chico,
line.
he
shit
got
was
that
really
Game
hard.
Shark cooked
In
up.
the speech he got shot during.
Well, Mr. Schmancy Pants, since you know everything, why didn't you dress up like him?
I don't think that would have been a good idea.
Blackface wouldn't have worked in class.
Wait, why?
Teacher, I'll go next.
Yep,
Hey,
volcano.
everybody, my historic disaster
I was
is
right.
the eruption of Mount Vesuvius, which destroyed the city of Pompeii. See right there? You
Oh,
have all
Pompeii.
the hunky Romans in
Way back in
Pompeii
the day.
just sunbathing, minding their own business, and then all of a sudden, tragedy strikes.
And the walls are tumbling
Whoa,
down in the
let's go.
city that we
So as you can see, the molten lava
run.
smothered all the hunky Romans and covered them in hot ash. They had hot ash
That
in their
we
hot
love-
asses.
that we
It was
love?
really
Okay.
hot. But 2,000 people did die, though.
Only 2,000
They all got
people.
buried.
You're telling me that big-ass volcano surrounding that entire island couldn't outdo 9/11? Yeah, those are rookie numbers compared to 9/11. And what kind of dumb, stupid disaster is that? All those people saw that volcano erupting and they didn't hop on a plane and fly away. They wanted to die.
Why didn't they get on a plane?
It was like
this happened in '79. The year '79.
Yeah, a long time
ago.
ago.
We live in 2025. Well, this volcano erupted in '79. Planes weren't even invented until 1903. If these people
1,998 years ago,
their fucking eyes out because they wouldn't know what they were looking at. They would lose their minds. They would think it was like some kind of metal dragon or some shit. They would think it was magic.
It happened in 75. That's too much math.
In '79.
Thank you, Cody.
1,950, right?
Wow,
Yeah.
Junior, thanks for interrupting my project. I thought the volcano eruption I did was pretty fucking sick.
I just think that Pompeii is pretty dumb for an actual, like, disaster. Like, they knew they were living next to a volcano. They could have just got up and moved.
Well, no, they didn't know because they didn't know volcanoes existed. They actually didn't even have a word in their language for volcano. They just thought they lived next to a mountain until it exploded and started squirting lava all over the
didn't
place.
know that.
Why didn't they just pull out their phone and check Google Maps to see if they live by a volcano?
It was 79 AD, Junior. They didn't have Google yet. They didn't even have
Oh,
phones.
79 AD?
Way before
1,900 and
Oh my god, I should have done my project on that. That sounds like a disaster.
Teacher,
40
I'll go next. All right,
6?
class. So I did my project on the worst disaster in the history
Sputnik?
of the world.
I don't know.
The potato famine. Okay, so imagine you have a bunch of this. Like you have this, and then you have none of that.
A lot of Irish people died.
So millions of you died. Okay, let me get into detail.
If I remember correctly, the potato famine is like the reason why we had a lot of immigrants from Ireland come to they came to New York. They went to New York first, or like the East Coast, because for the most part that's all what Irish people ate. And the potatoes were going bad. There was spoiled crops and like they weren't growing or something. So a lot of Irish people starved to death. They died and they immigrated to America and brought along with them red hair and freckles.
The Great Famine, also known as the Great Hunger, the Famine, and the Irish Potato Famine, was a period of mass starvation.
Did you just say masturbation?
No, Junior, mass starvation.
It's close, but not the same.
No. And disease in Ireland, lasting from 1845 to 1852, that constituted a historical
He's yawning.
social crisis.
God, this is so fucking
Oh, they're
boring.
bored. They big bored.
I think it's pretty interesting, guys. If you guys pay attention, you might actually learn.
Yes, we're in the
Jesus fucking Christ! No one gives a flying fuck! Look, the potato famine, a bunch of people didn't have any potatoes, so they all starved to death. Go sit down.
Imagine your
Anybody
teacher
else have a
says
project that's
nobody
not boring as
gives
fuck?
an
Come
F.
up next.
Okay, I'll go next. Let's get this
All right,
over with.
Bully, what do you have?
So this is my historic disaster.
Is it gonna happen right now? Oh, COVID.
Oh, very clever.
That's cool.
Well, you know my ancestors actually invented the COVID virus. Very good. Go sit down. All right, who wants to go next?
That was the most slow effort.
Hi everybody, my historical disaster is the Hindenburg. That was a big blimp full of people,
the blimp.
and then it caught on fire and it exploded.
I remember
so
that.
This is what happened. Well, it wasn't a guy with a lighter, because he would have to be a really
pants
big
are falling
guy
down.
with a big lighter, or a really tiny blimp, and that would be crazy. But this is basically how it went. Wow, we're all having fun in the sky in our big blimp, the Hindenburg. Oh no! Oh, the humanity! Almost everybody died. The end. Isn't that crazy?
Very good.
That is pretty
Go sit
crazy.
down.
Good
All
job,
right,
man.
Who wants to go next?
What do you think, ladies? Are they ready for the PJ?
Apollo. Which Apollo is that?
Yeah,
Apollo
PJ,
7
go
or
show
8
them your
or 6?
project.
Come on.
13? It's one of the
everybody,
Apollos.
Are you ready to hear about the coolest disaster in history? The Challenger disaster?
Oh,
I'm
that's the
cool,
one that
but
blew up
nothing's as cool as
before
the weather was that day.
it even
The
got to
engineers
space.
almost got the launch canceled because they were worried that the record low temperatures would cause the O-rings to fail, but the project manager didn't want to wait until April to launch when the weather got warmer, so they decided to launch anyway. But then, the cold temperatures caused the O-rings to compress and leak hot gas, which ignited
they
the
blew
fuel
up.
compartment, causing the whole shuttle to explode 73 seconds after launch at an altitude of 46,000 feet and killing everyone on board, including the first female teacher in space, which was supposed to be Big Bird, but his costume was too big and there were
Aw.
logistical challenges, so he didn't come. All right, ladies, show them what happened. Kaboom!
Houston, we have a problem.
Not exactly what we practiced, but not bad.
All right, PJ, very good. Now go sit down. All right, who wants to go next?
Wait, am I the only one left? You said
Dinosaurs, the meteor. All right, I like that. I like that idea.
All right, my historic meteoric disaster is when the meteor hit the Earth and made the dinosaurs go extinct.
It hit around the
Allow
Gulf of
me to
Mexico,
demonstrate, but
if
give
I
me a
remember
second.
correctly. Oh my gosh!
Oh, God damn it, Jeffy. You put a goddamn hole in my wall. But very accurate representation of what happened. So go sit down.
This man is
All right,
crazy.
that does it for the historic
He's
disaster
nuts.
Project. So since everyone completed that project, you all get an A.
Wait, but which one of our
Hey.
disasters was the worst?
That's a good question.
I think the person who did the best on this project, I don't know, I'll give it to Cody, bro. He made an interactive model, a volcano that actually like erupts. And then he had people under it getting covered by all that lava and magma. So yeah, Cody's was definitely the best. Bully was definitely the laziest.
The meteor killed all the dinosaurs, but the dinosaurs are people. And Pompeii killed 2,000, 9/11 killed 2,900. So I guess technically Penelope's boring ass potato famine killed the most because there was 1 million people who died.
True, true.
Well, actually, scientifically,
worst
theoretically,
disaster.
Bully wins because COVID killed 7 million people.
Fuck yeah, I didn't
Oh.
even try.
Okay.
The school stuff.
Bully wins.
Okay, but which one was the
low
coolest
effort.
disaster?
Junior, none of them are cool. They're all disasters.
You know what was a disaster? You being born.
Damn.
Oh, that actually was pretty fucked up. I mean, I'm sorry. But actually, I think the coolest
That was so
disaster
messed up.
technically was PJ's because the O-rings got cold and it exploded.
I mean, that was the coldest, yeah.
You know what else is the coldest? These nuts in your mom's mouth.
Junior, that doesn't even make sense. What, you have cold nuts?
Well, maybe I
It's a
maybe
little
cold.
chilly.
Maybe I sat on some ice cubes.
Why?
Like, I don't. Shut up.
That was actually a pretty interesting video, very informative. Let me know which one y'all thought was the best, as in the coolest one. And you know, Cough Cough has like so many levels to it. People didn't want to wear their face masks. They didn't believe in it. Everything was shut down. It was just, country was just fighting amongst each other.